DHL says it plans to put $15 million worth of Boston Dynamics robots into its warehouses. Now, if you're thinking of a platoon of these sci-fi cyberborgs, think again. They'll be running around like that. The warehouse androids are designed for heavy lifting. The first of them is called Stretch and can unload trucks, pallets and more. DHL plans to roll it out in depots nationwide. Joining me is Robert Playter, the CEO of Boston Dynamics. Always good to talk to you. So look, I mean, I can remember the car ads with robots, made by robots. How are these robots more, you remember it yourself, how are these robots more advanced? What are they doing? Bearing in mind that we've seen some form of robotics in the industrial production for time. How's this different?
This is the first mobile manipulation robot. So Stretch is a mobile case-picking robot. It can move around the warehouse. It has a vision integrated with it, but it also has a manipulator. And so in terms of the jobs it's doing, it's the first manipulation robot that's mobile for the warehouse.
And can it think? Can it recognize, hang on, that's not over here, it's actually over there because somebody left it there by accident. I better go over there and get it instead. I mean, what's its capacity for AI?
That's a key question. So, you know, the back of the truck can look, it can have a cascade of boxes that fall down, or boxes will look different than what you expected. And so the AI allows the robot to adapt to whatever's in the back of that box. Or if something unexpected happens, like maybe a box falls, it needs to recognize that and pick it up. And the AI allows it to do that.
I realize that you're making the robots, so in a sense, it's your job to sell the robot. But is this taking jobs? I mean, inevitably, yes, is the answer. However, one hopes that there is a plan for those people that would have done this before, because this is the future, which is why I question it that way.
Yeah. You know, the interesting thing about this generation of robots is it doesn't take a PhD to operate them. They're going to be easy to use. And so the people who are unloading trucks today will be operating robots tomorrow. It's really like a power tool. And so, plus, you know, there was a story in the Washington Post in October of last year that 490,000 jobs are unfilled in logistics and transportation. And so our customers are having a hard time finding people to do this work.
And when we look at this, where does it go? Because I'm always delighted to hear the vision of when you've taken what it's doing and you scope it out, extrapolate it 5-10 years hence, what's it doing then?
I think some of the next, you know, we see the future being adding mobility to more and more dexterous manipulation. So right now we can manipulate a box, and that's still a fairly basic manipulation task. But if we build better end effectors or better hands, we might be able to start picking up more complicated parts, maybe playing a role, moving parts around a manufacturing facility instead of just a warehouse, or operating and doing repair work in a dangerous environment where a person can't go. Maybe you really need dexterous manipulation to figure out why a piece of equipment is failing, and it's clear across the country. And you don't have to go because a robot can be there.
Robert, what's the one thing your clients say they want, your customers? Because obviously you design something like this together with, obviously there's an element of bespoke nature to it. So what's the one thing, if you were to generalize across your customer and client base, what are they asking for?
Reliability, that a job can be done reliably, that they know it'll be done well. Adaptability, you know, some amount of adaptability. You know, the new generation of robots can adapt to an environment, and you don't have to build the environment just for them. So being able to go into an existing facility and adapt to what they have present is really important, instead of building a bespoke, purpose-built facility just for the robots.
Is there anywhere or anything that you believe a robot would not be suitable for. I realise I'm just sort of opening myself up to a huge amount of eyebrow raising and guffawing from the peanut gallery, but you know what I mean. Are there industrial or manufacturing or production processes that you think, I don't ever see a robot going there?
Well, I think that certainly the role of manipulation is far out. The hands that we have are going to be tough to match for many years. And so I don't see robots doing really dexterous manipulation for a while yet. I think it'll take another 10 years to really get there.
Hey, 10 years. That's round the corner. I thought you were going to say it'll never do it. You've just said 10 years.
I think the other thing is that, look, robots, as impressive as artificial intelligence is, yep. Robots don't have the level of intelligence that people do and won't for a long time. And so interacting with people in a way that are, the benefits of service jobs and interacting with folks, I don't really see robots replacing that.
I think you are really trying to say, Richard, I don't think they'll replace you. Thank me. Robert, thank you very much indeed. Good to see you.